Hi, I'm Ben Lewis and you're watching See This If. In this video we're looking at Skyscraper. I get teased a lot by the people in my social circle that like film as much as I do about not going to see independent films or experimental filmmaking. I fire back and say I don't really think a lot of people will understand a green boiler being shot in black and white to represent the inner struggle of a beret wearing 13-year-old. Sorry to 13-year-old beret wearing children out there. I hope you understand my point. But Skyscraper gives my social circle a lot of ammo. It's a dumb movie. The question is it a good type of dumb or a bad type of dumb? Well, it's all sorts of dumb. It's full of plot holes, it's got repetitious action and a rather straightforward plot. Dwayne Johnson openly admits that the film borrows from two great films, The Towering Inferno and Die Hard. The emphasis is more on the former. Johnson plays an army man, unsurprisingly. It's something that he's played a lot within the last 3 years. In this film, he's got an edge, if that's the respectful way of putting it. He plays an amputee. The story focuses on a character called Sawyer, played by Johnson. Starts 10 years ago with a mission that goes horribly wrong and results in Sawyer's leg being amputated. Now, in the present, he's hired as a security consultant for the tallest building in the world, which is being built in Hong Kong. His family is living in the actual building, and just before everything goes online, terrorists take over the building and set it on fire. Terrorists require Sawyer to access certain parts of the building to get a secret out of a businessman. To say anything more would be a spoiler, I suppose, but as I've said before, this film is dumb. It's not really a big surprise when you find out what it is that they're hiding, and it's very straightforward. Neve Campbell plays Sawyer's wife. She's most famous for the Scream quadrilogy, where she plays Sydney Prescott. But in this film, she is rather refreshing, going away from that sort of franchise and coming into her own. The script is the most terrible part of this film. There are certain bits of dialogue in this film which the actors deliver and know is terrible, but still have to deliver it anyway. And it's laughable. I tried to hold back laughing in the cinema when I was watching this, and it wasn't meant to be intentionally funny. The pacing is also a problem. It is really tense in some parts, but in others it slows right down and can be quite boring. The action as well is very repetitious. A lot of it involves Dwayne Johnson climbing up onto ledges and the people down below applauding him. That happens over and over and over again. And I'm sorry that I've pointed that out to you, because if you do go and see this film, you will see what I'm talking about. There are some great bits in it which make you think that it will turn the genre on its head and take away expectation and give you something else genuinely surprising. But those parts are then turned back on themselves and it becomes more straightforward, again, disappointingly. It does tick all of the blockbuster boxes. There's big explosions, there's muscular fights, and there's a lot of gunplay in it. But it doesn't do much with it. There's nothing original here that you probably haven't seen before. Rawson Marshall Thurber is the director, and you may know him from We're the Millers and Central Intelligence, the latter of which actually stars Johnson as well. These are both comedies, and it's nice to see the director going into another genre. I've talked with a lot of directors, and they say that in Hollywood you tend to get pigeonholed into a certain genre, and it's difficult to break out on that. So I do give him kudos for trying something new, but unfortunately he's gone for something rather straightforward. Yes, it demonstrates that you can do action, but you're not taking it in any direction that makes people want to go and see it. See this if you have seen The Towering Inferno or Die Hard. You're probably going to be a bit more critical if you have seen either of those films, or both, but at least you'll understand what it's trying to do. Did you like Skyscraper? Do you think Dwayne Johnson is making too many movies? Or was that Josh Brolin? Either way, leave your comments below and I'll read them and get back to you as quickly as I can. Please like and subscribe to my Facebook page as well as my YouTube channel. The links you will find below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.